This episode of the Smash and Skull Sessions is sponsored by Dublin's legendary pub, the Foggy Jew. Located beside the historic Central Bank and Temple Bar, the Foggy Jew is steeped in music heritage and has a long-standing reputation for live music, the perfect home for great pints and supporting metal. Shout out to our other sponsor, Helio Gas Detection. Everyone, this is Letty from the Smash and Skull Sessions here with a little bit of a different video. I am counting down the top 10 gigs of 2025 I went to. As you know, I might be a little bit of a self-admitted concert junkie. I vlogged a few of them, did some reviews, and I can't wait for the 2026 gig season to start. But 2025 was absolutely amazing for some gigs, so here are just 10 that I really liked and some honorable mentions before I get to number 1. So number 10, I have Kublai Khan with support from Terminal Sleep, Gates to Hell and Gideon. The Academy was sold out for this one and it was a ball of fun. I first saw Kublai Khan when they opened for Chelsea Grin and fell in love with them and their sound. They were supposed to play Whelan's when this gig was first announced, but it sold out and then got the venue upgrade, so nice one. Also, shout out to Gav from That Sound podcast who I met at the gig. All 4 opening bands, Terminal Sleep, Gates to Hell, Gideon, sorry, I can't count, 3, they all brought their A game. Gideon being one of my favourites. I immediately followed them on Instagram after their set. Cannot wait for their new stuff. But Kublai Khan, oh, they're just so good. I love their energy. Absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend anyone who hasn't checked them out to check them out. Hammer being one of my favourite songs. So, number 9, we have Limp Bizkit with support from Nate No Face, Eka Vandal, Karen Dio, Bones, and Riff Raff. This was one of the first gig vlogs and reviews that I did, and it got an amazing amount of views. My only complaint about this gig is that there was too many opening acts, and the comedian, John Carnage, more so got a lot of hate from the audience, I'd say, more than laughs. Whether that was intentional or not, nobody knows. I know a lot of my friends were messaging me afterwards, being like, who was that John Carnage? And he was not funny at all. And Riff Raff only played 3 songs. I really wanted him to play his Vine, but he didn't, unfortunately. And this was the first time I saw Limp Bizkit and Sam Rivers, so R.I.P. to Sam Rivers, rest in peace. This was a ton of fun as well, and would recommend you to see them if you catch them at a festival or if they come back again in a few years.
Think you better quit talking that shit. It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with a blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better watch your back, cause I'm fucking up the program. And then you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next you're line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, Dublin.
My number 8 would be Throne with Words That Burn and Harriet opening. Another one that took me to the Academy. This was also just a fun gig. From start to finish, I had a great time with Words That Burn opening, followed by Harriet. I definitely go see Throne again. They just brought the energy. Even though it wasn't sold out, it felt so sold out, and there was a mosh pit from start to finish. Also, my first filmed interview with the lads from Words That Burn. Yup, lads. Thanks so much for sitting down and chatting with me. Hopefully I get to see you again soon. But Throne definitely brought the energy. Would love to go see them again if I catch them. Number 7 would be the Menzingers with support from Good Friend. This gig was my first visit to the Button Factory. I have seen the Menzingers once before and I thoroughly enjoyed them in 2022. This gig was no different, although navigating the Button Factory was a bit difficult in terms of finding the doors, the merch, as I felt as a first-time visitor it was quite difficult. And if you like punk rock, I definitely recommend you see the Menzingers and check out Good Friend. They're just really good Celtic punk. And my number six gig would be 21 Pilots with support from Baloo Brigada. So 21 Pilots brought their Clancy tour to the Free Arena. And this was also my first time seeing them. And I can confidently say if they were to come over again, I wouldn't hesitate to buy tickets, although the price of them might be €300. The production value, the set list, and overall experience was loads of fun. Everyone was just so involved. Josh and Tyler put so much into their fan base, trusting them to hold them up when they're performing on the little boards that they have, and just the sing-alongs was just amazing. They just stopped singing at points, just taking it all in. And Berloo Brigada were also very good from New Zealand, I think. I'm pretty sure New Zealand. Downloaded a few of their songs. I definitely go check them out again. And number five is Cancer, with support from Zealot Cult and Abaddon Incarnate. I got to sit down and chat with vocalist and guitarist John Walker earlier in 2025, already tickets in hand for the gig at the Grand Social. Abaddon Incarnate and Zealot Cult were both tremendous with their sets, and Cancer was awesome to see live and witness them play to the gory end in full. I would highly recommend any metal fan to go and check them out live. Abaddon Incarnate and Zealot Cult, hand on heart, would go see them again. And number four is Orange Goblin with support from Earn and Grand Magus. One last trip over to Dublin was entailed for Orange Goblin, with it being their last performance ever I got to see. As I said in my review and vlog for the gig, I became a fan of them in 2024, and to witness their last performance was magical. Also, shout out to Earn, who were able to pull off a stellar performance under their tough circumstances. So check out the gig vlog for that for my full thoughts. Number three, Weezer with support from Teen Mortgage. This was my second time seeing Weezer, with my first time with them in 2022 on the Hella Mega Tour at Marley Park, with Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Emil and the Sniffers. Trinity College was such a great venue for these type of gigs, and with Weezer celebrating the Blue Album made the setlist even more special. If you're not sure of what should be your first band to go see live, Weezer all the way. I will support that. It was just so chill. And it was just such a good time. The weather was great for it as well, being July. And Teen Mortgage, they were a lot of fun as well. They got a mosh pit going. And yeah, would highly recommend. That's my number three. And number two, co-headliner here, Speed and Drug Church with support from Bitter Pill. This gig was amped up from start to finish. The amount of energy all these bands brought was unbelievable. The first time I saw Drug Church, it was insanity from start to finish, and Speed was on another level. I love Drug Church so much, and I cannot wait to see them play live again next February with Deftones. Whelan's was the perfect venue for this one as well, and when Speed whipped out the flute on the final song, oh, if you could be in the room and just watch all the crowd divers go, 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 go. It was so much fun. And now we're on to the honorable mentions. Here we go. Number one, my top gig of 2025 is Turnover, with support from Glixin and Wicked Springs Eternal and Doves. Turnover wrote one of the best albums, in my opinion, of all time. When they announced their original European dates, they weren't coming to Ireland, so I bought the tickets for London at the Roundhouse, accommodation and flights booked, and after all was said and done, they announced the date for the Academy. Glixin, they were a nice blend of shoegazy kind of stuff, and Wicked Springs Eternal. I'm not familiar with his newer stuff, his new country album. I know more of his emo rap kind of stuff. He had a few songs with Lil Peep. That's where I mainly know him from. And he was in who was a Tiger's Jaw when they first started out. So that was a really interesting fact to find out. It was unbelievable to see Turnover play Peripheral Vision in its entirety. And even though it was one of the few sitting gigs I was at, it was an amazing time. It was absolutely packed and the venue was beautiful. Would definitely go see Turnover again. See, I just wished I could have gone see them in Dublin as well because I arrived back the day before they played Dublin, but I couldn't go. But yeah, that's my number one, Turnover. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Check out all the bands on this list. It was absolutely amazing to see all the gigs I went to. So thankful. 2026 is going to be another amazing year for gigs. Cannot absolutely wait. With my first one being Born of Osiris at Whelan's. That's going to be a lot of fun. But for now, 2025 wrapped. Let me know what you thought of the gigs I went to. Was you at any as well that I went to? Let me know. And if you have your own list, let me know in the comments below. But for now, stay safe, support the scene, and horns up, and I'll see you in 2026.